is a complete mess. Complete, entire, total, ridiculous mess. It's, oh my gosh. There's stuff everywhere. I'm a messy person. Wow. I don't even have words. A nose light. That yum. Well, good grief, I'm knocking everything over here. Come on. Alright. We got a project. We're going to take some of these here. These. And these are oak, I believe. They came from a glorious, beautiful pallet. They're very, very warped and old, but they are in some bad disarray right now. They have muck and grime and black junk and nail holes and grade weatheredness and bug-eaten holes, and just, they look like, we'll call it very rustic. They look very rustic. We're going to turn them into a masterpiece of masterpieces. And there's stinking mosquitoes everywhere in here. It's ridiculous. Oh well, probably be fine. So yeah, let's get started. Woo! What in tarnation? Come on, you silly thing. Focus. Is that where it's going to be? Right there. Let's test it. Line. Oh, man. Oh, come on! Okay, bro. It's like, it wants to. It wants to so bad. Wait. Is that it? Is that the shot? Is that what it's gonna make me do? Can you see this? We'll go with it. Alright, so here's the objective here. You have a square. Yeah, probably do something a little like this. So we'll have a square, and this will be the frame, and we'll shoot nails in right there and there, pshoo, 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 like that, and it will nail together the frame. We'll probably have a support too, just because, right in the middle. We'll shoot in from there and there. I don't know if that makes sense. That looks very blurry. So you have side piece, and then in between pieces, and then in between pieces you have another piece right there. This is the frame. All of the boards will go across the top this direction. So in the end, you'll have a product that looks something that is like the worst square I've ever drawn in my life. I'm sorry. So it'll look like this. It has some rustic charm to it, as some would call it. Pretty basic, pretty simple. I don't know if that makes sense. This looks extremely blurry, but I think you get the gist of it. That's finished. That's the frame. That's where you're gonna nail. Boom. That's some pretty looking boards right there. See how they're oak? They have quite a bit of character. Very unique. They're very, very, very warped. But for just like a canvas, it should be fine. Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. It might not all be oak. Like this for sure is oak. This is definitely oak. You can see all the rays in there. This actually might be, never mind. Well, goodness gracious, I don't even know. Well, yeah, that's all oak. Never mind. Disregard. It's oak. Let's get this party started. Okay, so what you want to do... Whoa, that's really close. Anyways, you want to start off by cutting your boards that you're using for the canvas to the same length. My boards are... I forgot. Okay, they're like 3 3/8 inches wide. I'm not really gonna be precise as far as the width goes. I'm not gonna rip the edges either. It'll just be the edge it has, so it's pretty rough. 18 inches long by however. Let's see. I'll do 4 wide. So yeah, 3 3/8 times 4. Math. I'll figure it out later. Alright, so I think I can get, yeah, I should be able to get 2 18-inch pieces out of one piece. So, I don't need as much as I thought, but yeah. So we'll start off with cutting a fresh edge. Fresh edge. Always do that. Uno 18 board. This is going to be interesting. There's a hole there. Yeah, I'm going to use a different board. And you can make these 1.5 million different ways. I'm going to sand these. I won't take off all of the rusticness, but just to make it a little bit smoother, do whatever you want to do. There's a million and 3 ways to do it. I'm doing it the 1,000,002nd way, if you're wondering. Okay, I was actually right in my second guessing earlier. Once I cut the end grains, you can clearly see, very easy to tell now, this piece is oak. So some of it's oak. These 3 pieces are hickory. You can tell because the color of it doesn't have the bands, like, you might be able to see that, maybe. There's like the rays that are in the oak, and hickory does not have that. Boom. Like that. So let's move on. Alright, so we have our pieces here. Next step, probably should have done this first, but really it's such a simple project. You don't have to do it in like step 1, step 2. You can like do whatever, it doesn't matter. But now we're going to move on to building the frame. So here's the deal. This is how I would do it. Since the edges are very messed up, it's hard to get a precise reading on tape. So I'm just going to line them up like this. Let me grab my tape. So you just take the tape, measure, let's see. This end is 13 3/4. Need this silly drill. This end, good grief. This end is 13 13/16, so really close to each other. I'm not gonna get too precise with the frame. It's just a rustic canvas. So if it's a little bit off, it's even more rustic. It just adds to the beauty of the project. Wood, stuff, pew pew, making everyone's life better. That's, yeah. I'm just talking nonsense now. I'm tired. I'm sorry. And these mosquitoes are bugging me to death. So bear with me. Alright, so we got our frame cut, and I just used 3/4 by 3/4 pieces. These were 16 inches long. These were 10 1/4 inches long. And you just use those as the middle and the edge pieces. And you have the 2 ends, and bada bing, you have a frame. Everything should have an inch overhang all the way around. Then we'll line it up, staple it on, and then once we do that, then I will sand it. Come on, glue! Come on! Now it's like centered. Right there. I'm going with it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I messed it up. Just kidding. It's all good. There's your frame. Whoa. Alright, so now I have the frame together, have it lightly sanded. I didn't go crazy with the sanding because it's rustic, you know. We're going to line this up, make sure the ends are flush. You could even like do something crazy like this, like that'd be pretty cool. But I'm going to go all flush on this project. Something like that. It's all flush. Cool. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Alright, got it glued. Flip it over. And I'm gonna eyeball it, but just evenly spacing. Now I just staple it. Alright, there we go. Now we have that. Nice and sturdy. So that is the canvas area. And I'm just going to lightly sand that real quick. Alright, so I just did a light sanding. It kind of brought the grain out a little bit, but you still have those marks on there. Still have some of that stuff. I just rounded the edge just slightly, just so that it won't give you any crazy splinters or anything. Yeah, that's pretty much it right there. Got a nice canvas. Alright, so there you have it. A nice hardwood canvas made from pallets, and very, very simple to make. Pretty much like anybody can make this. Doesn't take much tools at all. You could use anything. You could use screws instead of nails. You don't have to have a big fancy miter saw or anything. You can just use a handsaw. I mean, you can use anything. This is a simple, really easy project, and this is kind of the thing right now. Like, you see a lot of people taking the old pallet wood, painting stuff on it. So this would be a great gift for somebody. If you know somebody artistic that likes to paint and stuff, this would be a great gift, and they could paint something cool on it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. there in your shop, and or if you don't have a shop, like your driveway, I don't know, wherever you do your projects, go out there and make one for yourself. Pretty cool. Thanks for watching.